All right. Sec. Discord. Okay. All right. Welcome, folks. On. Wait, chat. Here. There we go. Right. We'll get it going when a few more people join. We're going to be going through some Firestorm here first. For those who are watching the minute, is this loud enough? There's no echo. Hold on, let me listen back to my stream, see how that sounds. Hey, gaming nerd. Let me just. Alright, welcome folks. On. Wait, chat. We'll get it going when a few more. For those who are watching the minute, is this loud enough? That sounds alright. That sounds good to me. Okay. Alright. So, the stream is literally what it says. I was at a career event, captured a lot of footage. We're going to be going through that. What I have done here is we're going to do a walk around the Firestorm map. And for those of you that played Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, you'll recognize it and you'll see there is some changes there. The whole thing lasts about 20 minutes this bit, and then we'll move on to something else. So, go back here to this bit, and we'll start from here. Let's get going. Don't forget to like up the stream, folks. Helps me immensely. Even if you're dropping by quickly, don't forget to like. So I was getting a bit of lagging during this game, unfortunately. I then also realized that I still had my hub turned on, so I went to go turn that off too. So if there's anything in chat you're wanting to know, let me know. That's what the stream's about. Discuss. Let me know. I'll try and answer as best I can. Ooh, there was a good bit of lagging in this game, wasn't there? Didn't realise it was as bad as that. Yeah, so I was just trying to run around, have a look at what had changed, what was different. I did kind of plan on making a video out of it, but when I look back at the footage, I did see I was lagging a lot during this first game. Jeez, it was actually quite bad. It's worse than what I thought it was. I can hear him up above here. This is me trying out a new gadget. I did do a short on this one, so it's maybe the kind of thing to show it off. So the general overall layout of the map is pretty much the same as the old Firestorm maps. Again, for those just joining, part of the reason why I didn't make a video out of it was because I didn't realize at the time when I was recording it's a bit janky, so showing it on stream I have to decide to go that way instead. So welcome everybody, don't forget to drop a like on the video. We're doing a wee bit of an exploration around the Firestorm map here. So some people have been asking me with the gadget, can you adjust the 25 meters, make it longer, make it shorter? No, you cannot. So you will see later on the video me blowing up one of these containers. Still somehow, well, I was close to dying here, but I don't know how I hadn't died yet at this point. I wanted to see if the thing would do any fire damage, would do any incendiary damage to the tanks. It did not. And this is where I died for the first time. So then there gave me a good opportunity to spawn somewhere else. So in a second you're going to see why I got a bit of an idea to blow up the containers. I think it was a jet or maybe a tank had blown up one of them. And to my right hand side here in a moment. This one here. There it goes. So I think I decided at this point, right, that's enough of exploring around, running around. So I wanted to go and try and blow up some of the containers. So I thought these here might be enough. So there was 3 guys here. I don't know what they were doing. Oh, we got a wee sub. Jake, thank you for subscribing. I don't know what these 3 guys were doing. I don't know who they were from the creator event, but all they did was camp around this side here. They didn't try to go onto the objectives, and they were a gigantic pain in my butt and stopped me from getting over here so many times. All they did was sat in those damn rocks the entire time. There they were again. It took a few attempts. Like, I don't know what they were doing. I guess they just maybe thought, right, we're just going to sit on this, around this B objective and camp it and wait for players running off it, like me. That's a teammate. So at this point, I was getting a wee bit pissed off. Like that was insane, that one there. I don't know what the heck happened there. Let's go back and rewatch that. I just remember spawning in. The only thing I can think of in this one here was he was aiming at the player in front of me, missed him, but his miss hit me as I was spawning in. Like, honestly, my goodness, has there been a quicker death in the history of spawning in games as this one? Like, did my feet even touch the ground? I might make this into a short. Look at this. Come on, instantly. Has there been a quicker death than spawning into a game than that right there? Dear me. Teabag got me with that one. Now, I finally got over. Now, I thought 3 of them would do it. So I had turned, as you noticed, I turned on my HUD again to kill those guys. So I turned it off again because I planned to make this into a short. I didn't want the HUD on in the background. But it didn't blow up on those 3. After I realized, right, the bullets aren't going to do anything. So I respawned in again. Or did I respawn in again? No, did I leave it and come back to it? I did. No, I did. I did redeploy. Spawn on Logan. The rule, for those who aren't aware, is back in the game. Hello. So, hope you're all watching now. I think I give that guy a fright. I wasn't too sure if it was a teammate or not. But it's teammate. At least he got a good view. It worked this time. There we go. We'll go back and do it one more time, let you see it again. Hey, splash damage. Dude, the reason why it's jittery and why I didn't make a video out of this is because my recording software during this particular game went like this. That's why I couldn't make it into a video, because it's janky. So I've just decided to show it off on stream. It is my software. I didn't know at the time because I didn't watch back any of my gameplay until afterwards, and then I realized that this entire game was all janky, so I didn't want to make a video out of it, so I'm just showing it on stream. Unfortunately. I know. It sucks. No, it's not your end. It's literally the playback of the video. My stream, my recording software messed up for this game. I know, because I don't know how long you've been watching it for, but I literally planned to do like a whole big walk around. So I was going to go around all the different capture points on the current map like this. As you can see, I'm all in the different areas. I just wanted to show them all off. I can do comparisons between the different maps. So I was going to do a comparison between the Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and then the Battlefield 6 version of the game. But when I did this, so I didn't want to make a video on this one. But the footage you're going to see later on, that should be all okay. Hold on, this go a wee bit further forward. There we go. So we'll show you exploding one more time. I actually have a bit of an idea for this one. I'm going to create a custom server and just get a load of us in with C5 all on every single one of these containers, and we all blow it at exactly the same time, and we have a helicopter above us capturing it all. Just to see, I'm just wondering if the server will end up crashing or if it goes all janky itself. Just to see. So there's, I think there's about, what, seven of these that can be blown up. It seems to take about 6 C5, C4 to do it. Or I guess if you shoot a couple of tank shells at it would do it, but to try and get it all going off at the same time, I think we'll need about 6 C5 on it. So what did I show off in the rest of this one? I think on this one, the rest of the game, I tried to... What was I capturing? So I'm running as a scout class. So in most of the games that I played, I tried to capture a lot of different stuff in terms of gadget use. Oh yeah, so this one here, I'm trying to capture the laser designator. So there's a tank approaching here, I pull out the laser designator, which you can look through, or you can set it on the ground. It starts to paint the target, but then he pops the smoke. The laser designator, when you pop it on the ground like that, it can paint targets on its own. It can also mark vehicles, it can mark players. At the minute I'm using it with the thermals on. You can turn the thermals off. So I decided to try and help out the team by painting some of the jets and hoping someone's using a lock-on. Now I held it here, you don't need to do that. Once you paint the target, it gets painted for, I don't know exactly how long, you can still see it there. You don't have to continually hold it. So you can see it's what, like 1,000 meters away, and it's still. I don't know what it was trying to lock onto there. Do you get a kill on one of them? Well, someone gets a kill on one of them because they see it's marked up. So I need to work out, see this orange light, this orange kind of flashing thing that goes around it. I don't know if that also means someone in my team is locking onto it as it's painted. I'll need to work it out. But someone kills it here now. There's Eddie gone. Guided missile. So someone got him. My suggestion is, you can see it's painted here. But when you see... Hold on. Is it here? So there. Hold on. See that? See the kind of orange bit that then goes around it? I'm not too sure if that means someone with a lock-on rocket launcher has locked onto it. Could be, not too sure, but these are the types of things I'll be testing when the game releases. It might be that someone's locked onto it then. Or is targeting it. Don't know. Right, we'll move on. This one here's about to end. We'll move on to another one. Let's pick this one. Alright. I will also be releasing videos on everything within the assault class. So you'll have all the weapons, the signature weapons of the assault class, all of their gadgets, all of their grenades available. I'm currently working on a grenade video of all the grenades available in the game. Because as I'll pause here a second or two. Hold on, let's go back here. So for those of you that are unaware, in Battlefield 6, everyone has the frag grenade available to them, but the rest of the grenades are class locked. So every class has 2 class lock grenades. For the assault class, it's the stun grenade and the flash grenade. So I will be going over each of these, their effects, what they look like in a video this coming week. So at the minute I'm running here with the incendiary shotgun. You will see me using it later on in the video. Incendiary shotgun. I have made a short on it also. I missed him completely here. I don't know how I missed him. Also, at the start of the game, I'd got my controller keybinds wrong. I don't know why, but I meant to be doing spotting, but I had the grenade on what is normally my spot button. So this is the Marac Valley map. So my aim at the minute when I was playing was Wesley away in his tank. Was to try and get a kill with this thing. I had this weird bug. Hold on, I'm going to pause it here. This weird bug where for some reason your hand, the weapon went very, very blurry during the game. I don't know why. Then it goes back to normal again. I don't know why. I let them know. Hey, Sheldon, welcome. Yeah, God got me there. Yeah, there's Broken Machine. Is our team even playing? Yeah, see, I eventually fix it, but at that moment right there, I was trying to spot him, but because you may want to look at your controller binds whenever you're logging in to the game for the first time, because they're round the wrong way. They're round the wrong way to what I normally play them. So I was trying to ping him, but I threw more grenades. I will fix it later on in the video. I think this was me against Broken here. I think someone else had got him. did you hear about EA becoming a private company soon? So someone's just going to buy them outright and take them off the stock market? I haven't heard that, no. I don't know how that would work out for them though, because obviously investors pay big money, like, and like the name suggests, they invest into the company, which enables them to make games. There, I did it again. Trying to spot, throw the grenade. So the gun I'm using here is the TR7, the Devore 7. It's like a bullpup battle rifle. It's very good, very good. I have a video on it. I enjoyed using it. It has a bit of a kick to the left. Oh, we're nearly up to 5 likes. Thank you, folks. So if I remember right, I think it's just Broken over here. I think so. Broken hit me with a really, really good sniper shot when I was parachuting down in one of the games. Oh! Tomorrow, hold on, just announce this here, just pause this a second. Tomorrow, Battlefield 6 will be releasing a live action trailer featuring Zac Efron, Jimmy Butler, Morgan Wallen, Paddy Pimpleblit. I have no idea who 3 of those people are. I know who Zac Efron is. So do you remember Call of Duty's live action things? So it looks like they're even releasing a live action trailer tomorrow. Okay, and each one of them is like a different class. So like Zac Efron is like the assault class. Jimmy Butler is an engineer. Morgan Wallen is a support. Paddy Pimplett is the recon. That guy, Paddy Pimplett, looks a bit like the Tactical Brit a little bit. Okay, interesting. We will carry on. Dear me, EA is obviously the world's largest video game publisher. That would be some money. A lot of money. $50 billion. Dear me. Dear me. So on this map, you've got These two flags, the B and the D flag, very close to one another. So they're kind of built into both the skyscrapers. You can see someone's put a ladder to get up to create a different entry point. I generally did find, see this bit here? So there's the tactical Brit trying to revive Westy there. You will generally find a lot of people to this flag will try and use this zip line up here as an entry point rather than come through. There's broken. On this flag, you can only capture it from this level. I thought you might be able to capture from different levels, but you can't. Hold on, I'm going to just go back here a second. I didn't notice what that said in the wall. I noticed a few scribblings on walls. NATO don't give a shit about Tajik? Is that it has a K, isn't it? People. Okay. I got a nice wee clip here. So I will show you this a bit more in a bit. This weapon here. So the incendiary shotgun. I'm running low in health and I don't want them pushing me into this area. So I put a lot of fire on the ground, so if anyone tries to come near, I'll get hit markers so I know someone's trying to push me. Oh, we've had 3 new subs on the stream. Thank you, folks. Keep them coming. If you're not already a subscriber, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to push towards 12,000 subs before the release of the game. We are currently 450 off. We're nearly there. 450 off. Again, I stunned myself. So, let's go back and do that again. So, you will see this in my grenade video next week. The stun grenade has a concussion effect where you cannot ADS, you can't aim down sight, and you cannot sprint. So, knowing that, just kind of watch the effects it has again here, where I unknowingly did it on myself. Hold on. I may actually put that in the video as an example. What's that? 12 minutes into this video. Let me make a wee note of that. Stun. This is the main reason why I've decided to show these, because I was going to watch them back again anyway. The footage keeps freezing. No, I'm pausing it. I'm pausing it here. Stun effect 12 minutes. There we go. There we go. You maybe can't see me pausing it. So I'll go back and show you that there again. So you can see I can aim down sight. I don't realize what's going on. Why can't I run here? It's not freezing on my end. Hold on, is the stream maybe freezing? No, it's saying no drop frames. Refresh the stream or go out of it and come back in again and see if that helps. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Oh, it is. Well, let me keep an eye on it over here. Oh, indeed it is. Right. Let's sort that out. So hold on, get rid of this. But hopefully that maybe helps it. Let's have a... Nope, it still seems to be doing it. Indeed it is. Right, hold on. Just put it like that. Right, it hasn't done it in a while now. I think maybe having it full screen wasn't helping. No, thanks for letting me know. It shouldn't be doing that. Okay, it doesn't seem to be doing it now. I've took it off the full... Yeah, I took it off the full screen there. And I just have it windowed now. It doesn't seem to be doing it. Just very strange. Or maybe I have to keep my cursor on this window. I don't know. I'll keep it there anyway. No, I appreciate people letting me know. So I'm going to show you something else up here in a minute. So here you can see how the ladders can be quite functional. So you've clearly had two different assault players here. One placed a ladder going up here, and then another's placed another one going up this way here. But obviously it's quite functional. If you're only one assault player, what you could do, you go up it, you get up to this container, the top container here, you then pick it up, and then you put your own up here then as well. But obviously it's just two players if you decide to do it. So again, it can provide a different entry point. Well, in actual fact, when you look back on it, so one is actually went down as a ramp. So the difference is between the ramps. The ramp, you can run up it. The ladder, you have to climb. So depending on the angle you put out at, the angle you're trying to go up. Clearly the angle here, the game's decided the ladder isn't required, so we're going to put it down as a ramp so you can run up it. This one here, the angle's too great. It has to be the ladder, so you have to climb. So just have a look at the difference here. You're running up it. This one, you have to climb up it. So depending on what the angle is, that vehicle destroyed there was from the AV mine. So that's the AV mine that is the one that once it detects a tank, it hears a tank, pops off, and it does, I think it's about 30, is it 30 to 40 damage to a tank? Not exactly sure. No, I appreciate people letting me know if the stream is lagging or there's weird stuff going on. So again, I was trying to spot players there, but because I got my controller binds messed up, I threw the grenades. So this is it here. If a tank was to roll up that lane, it would detect it, set off, and do some damage to the tank. A lot of people are complaining about them because the tanks have no warning. And they're extremely fast. Yeah, this guy just needed to turn around. He clearly didn't see me.
I'm fucking hit.
So someone clearly tried to throw a knife at me there because I heard it going past me. Ah, there's Logan. So thank you for tuning in, folks. We're watching some Battlefield 6 gameplay here that I had at the creator event, and we'll discuss through some things. So again, another ladder, but it's been done as a ramp. Oh, no, I know who you're talking about. The guy in my squad over near the A flag. I can remember whenever I was looking back on my footage after, it's like, that guy is going to think I am an absolute prick because I literally ran past his body. But genuinely, at the time, I genuinely didn't see him. I didn't see him. It was the guy, Marley 13. I know exactly the point you're talking about. Yeah, the crane comes down. Then I seen it come down a few times. Don't know what exactly it takes to bring it down. I have seen some people fly jets into it. No, I'm not on labs yet, unfortunately. Hopefully it's been worked on. I don't know. I get invited to these events and I still can't get into friggin' Battlefield labs, man. I'm not joking you. I must, hold on. I must be the only creator of reasonable size, like over 10,000 subs, that's not in that. I must be the only one. I don't know how. Don't know how I'm not in it. I'd never seen him. I remember watching this bit back. It's like, where the heck was he? Because I've never seen him before. Squid. I don't know how I survived that one. Yeah, I'm going to have a short out next week where, who was it? So, the plan here was, I knew there was two of them. So my plan was, throw the stun grenade. Hopefully one of them's about to come round the corner, and I get one here, and when the other one's stunned, to go back for him. But it didn't work out that way. Because I think I stunned myself, and then both of them came around that way. Oh dear. The plan didn't work out. Hey Brian, welcome. No, I didn't get any labs. I got into like a hush super secret battlefield event with other creators like Westy and Tactical Brit there, who had just, well no, Tactical Brit killed me, I killed Westy. But for those guys. I finished top in this game, by the way. But I can't get any battlefield labs. Is there anything anyone in the chat is potentially wanting to see in particular that I could maybe get it up for you? Is there anything in particular you would like to see? Oh no, I'll mainly be console only. Like, I probably will play it on PC, but with a controller from time to time. Just these events always take place on PC, so I have to connect my controller up. The different maps that weren't in the betas. So there was just this one, Marac Valley, and then there is the one we were showing about half an hour ago, which was Operation Firestorm. So we won this one quite easily. So in case people aren't aware, wait till I pause this here. I'm sure you probably know it because it wasn't the beta, but you see these lines. This shows you how close it got at any point during the game. So this is the ticket counts for those that aren't familiar with it. I think Portal, what Portal is, has the movement. I'll be honest with you, I didn't notice a whole lot of big difference. The one thing where what I do, so I like to jump into a slide and then jump out of it. Jumping into a slide didn't feel any different. The forward movement of a slide didn't feel any different. But see that second jump out of the slide? So jump into slide, jump out of slide. It's the jump out of the slide where I noticed the difference. So as you see, I finished top. I was quite proud of that. 40 and 15. Can't complain. Had a good game. This is the only game in the entire... so as you can see, there is quite a lot of big creators in there. There's, you got Logan, Tactical Brett, Westy. I think Jack's over here somewhere. Was Jack in the server yet? No, he wasn't there. Liz Squid, Tommy Rage, Benny Central. We had quite a lot in here. Wait, how are we watching? So I played in a creator event where the slide has had a big change. So we're going to go watch something else here. Pardon me. Was when you're sliding horizontally. So you're not sliding looking forward. You're jumping around a corner, turning and trying to do that horizontal slide. That's where the big change is. The momentum for that is, yeah, it's not there as what it was in the betas. What one will we do next? Let me have a look. What is this one? How long is this one? Have a nosy, let's see. So this one is 6 minutes. I don't really know what I was doing in this one, but hold on folks, I will be back in a little bit. All I'm going to go do here is make myself, you know what? I can run it in the background while I'm away. Yeah, I'll run it in the background. If there's anything you see in this, let me know in the chat and we'll address it when I come back. I'll run this in the background while I'm going to make myself an espresso martini here. Yes, Gaming Nerd, the build we played apparently will be very close to what we get at release. We had everything available to us. Oh yeah, I'm very, very hopeful. I'm hoping this is the game that shits the channel up. And we're going to discuss this weapon here as well. Right, hold on. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, no, I'm very hopeful for this game. Very, very, very hopeful. So is there anything you've seen while I was away that you want me to discuss or anything like that? So I was so a lot of the testing at this point here, I was trying to just test out the gadgets. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to get through them all as much as I would have wanted them to. So this here is the Escalation game mode. So I'll explain that here before we move on. In the Escalation game mode, you can see there's a 2 and a 1. The amount of flags get reduced as the game goes on. So as soon as you hold a flag and you're holding it for a longer period of time, you get a point given to you. So you've captured that and then another one disappears. I believe it's the first 1 to 3 wins. So we hold the majority of the flags here. So our tech rate is going up. Crossplay. Yeah, it's a very what we call a very controversial topic at the minute. First crossplay, there's going to be console only crossplay, then there's no console crossplay, then this week, or past week, we've heard, oh yes, someone said IGN or one of those media outlets, there will be console only crossplay, then the day after it, no, sorry, we got it wrong. There's no console only crossplay. What was that? What is that? What is that? Maybe a bug? What's the laser? That looked like something shot down from the sky. Did something come down and destroy over there? It looks it, didn't it? Okay. Yeah, so, folks, so we won that one. Is there anything in this here that you wanted me to discuss, go over, talk about? This weapon here is a DMR. It's called the, hold on, wait to get up here. Where is it? I've made a video on it, I just haven't released it yet. The LMR-27. It's a very, like, it's a single fire DMR, but it's got a very spammable rate of fire. And when you put on one of the particular bars to increase the muzzle velocity, it can be very good. I really enjoy using it. I think it could be, it's a very good close quarter combat DMR. So let me hold on. So there, for a body shot, it was 25. It is designed as a close quarter one. It's, if you're someone that is wanting something that is more close quarters, this is the one. If you're looking to use this weapon from a distance, anything greater from medium range, you're not going to have fun with it. So this here, Gadget. This one here, what do you call this one again? What do you call it? The Breacher Projectile Launcher. I'm going to show you some of these things in a minute. So what this does is, it penetrates the wall and produces a very intense flash the other side to blind your enemies. What's the recoil like now? As I said, they increased it. I know spotting has been toned down. So when you say what is the recoil like, are you talking about like weapons in general? Or are you talking about like a particular weapon? Are service stars back for weapons? I didn't notice them. I did not get to play the single player, no. I believe there have been creators that did get to play it. I was not one of them. Right, so let's find another one to watch. We did that one. What was this one here? Open. Okay. Well, this one's 33 minutes. Okay. So we started using this weapon here. So this is the SG553. So again, in this one, I was just trying to mess around. This is Escalation here. So you can see A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We all start with about 7 flags. So you have to hold the majority of flags in this game mode. I think I left this game actually. So during the creator event, there was multiple different servers, and unfortunately we all did matchmake at the same time, but a lot of people got put into a full server with actual players, but some of us got put into servers with all bots. So I actually do leave this game. Hold on, let me push it forward a wee bit. Yeah, I left that one. Okay. So hold on, we'll show you the layout of this. So you can see here, so a lot of the creators were actually saying that they actually preferred this layout here for Conquest also, because in Conquest what you had was, is it B and D here and C over here, then you had one flag here and then you had one flag over here. This map is reportedly the biggest map in the game. My criticism of it is, you can see this here, the whole way around here, and the whole way around here is a playable area, but there's nothing there. Technically speaking, it's only really this area here. I kind of found the map playing in a similar way to Firestorm in Battlefield 5. Don't know if any of you remember playing it. If you remember in Firestorm, you had the two close flag areas here. You then had like a church area over here, and then over here you had another, like a couple of big barn type areas. But the distance between them, and the distance between this isn't too bad, but there was a lot of open space on that map, and I felt this kind of plays the same way. I do feel they'd made more use of these areas here. I can understand why they had to make it quite big, because if you didn't have these areas around here and here, well, there's choppers on this map, there's jets on this map, the map would be too small for those to navigate. 2020-42 had to rework the maps for 120 player like 2 or 3 times. Yes. So the game released. They spent the first year fixing all the maps. So you may notice here, we've 2 flag groups, two objectives. Our tick rate isn't going up. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This team's is, because they hold the majority of the objectives. Once they get 1 here, one of these is going to disappear. My favorite map so far is either Cairo or the one in Gibraltar. I can't remember what you call it. It's without my head. Well, welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you're doing good. Again, the whole idea of this stream is show you off the gameplay that I captured, showing you different weapons, different gadgets. Please let me know, ask me any questions you want. If I can answer it and show you footage of it, I will do so. There's much Iberian Offensive, that's the one, yeah. Now, I have been told that even though the likes of the Manhattan Bridge map isn't going to be one of the biggest maps, it does have vehicles on it. It's meant to be a very, very good map. Siege of Cairo and Iberian Offensive, yeah. So, hold on, I'll pause here. You can see they now have 1. So there's A. Where's A gone to? B, C, D, E, F, G. So they got 1. So A is gone. They've got it. We're now fighting over the other ones. Escalation is quite a fun game mode. The problem I have with it is the number of tanks and vehicles you had at the very start is going to be the same when you're even down to 3 or 4 flags. So you're going to have all those tanks and vehicles congregated around a really tight space. I personally feel those vehicles should be, you know, if it's got a tighter space, you shouldn't have as many. Yeah, I feel it got too small a space for so many vehicles, man. It's freezing again. It is indeed. Hold on. I think I need to keep my cursor on the screen I'm capturing. If I move off it, I think that's when it happens. So I've got the cursor on it again. Let me know if this keeps happening. It is happening. I see it is. So let me, oh no, let's take it off full screen and put it on windowed. Okay. It seems to have stopped now. That's strange. When I have it full screen and not on windowed mode, it seems to freeze. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be happening any longer. Right, remember that, Mark. Come on, stop having it on full screen. By the way, folks, if you are planning on purchasing the game on PC, I think it's PC. It only will work if you're buying it on the EA app. Don't forget to use my code, SMK GAMING. You don't get any discount, unfortunately, but I get a little bit of a kickback from it. Don't know how much. I'm just eager to see how much it is. Huh. They're all on top of each other there, Benny, Westy. You know, I see when I was playing this. When I killed Westy, I was always like, right, Benny and Tactical won't be far behind. Because they play together a lot. Like they would have played Warzone together quite a lot. So, people have said the health regen is slowed. I don't believe it's slowed. If anything, I think it's a little bit better because, although I'll pause the screen here. So, can you see down here? Right? You can see my cursor, right? So, see previously when you went down to half health, right? What would have happened with your health regen was you would have seen a grayed out bar slowly going up. Once it hit 100%, it then filled up. So if you took any more damage as that grey bar was filling up, it instantly, that isn't your actual health. It isn't your actual health. But now, your actual health goes up. I know some people have taken that as it being more slower, but personally, I don't think so. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you're doing good. We're talking Battlefield 6. We're showing Battlefield 6 gameplay from the creator event that I played in. Ask me anything. If I can show you it, I will. Anything to do with the weapons, what type of weapons, anything, let me know and we can go over it at some point. I have all the footage of all the gadgets, of all the weapons, of all the grenades, of everything. I do plan on making detailed videos on it also, but we're doing a stream here just discussing. There's also the head markers also change here as well, so I'm going to show you this here. So can we go back here a wee bit? So see when it's solid like this, what that means is they are marked in game in the world for everybody, and they're also marked on the mini map. When it's hollow, can I see a hollow one? We'll see if I can get a hollow one. So see the way it was hollow there before I engaged him? That there, hollow. Only you can see this. Only you, the players, can see this. If you look down at the minimap, he's not on the minimap. Can you add armor plates? No. The armor plates, I believe, is only in the Battle Royale game mode. From what I've heard, I haven't played it. I'm not on Battlefield Labs. The animation for it is very slow. People are complaining about it a lot. Yes, Hollow was only marked for you. There's Squid coming in with the revives. That lag there is in game, by the way. It's not me. See, the animation for the armored plates, I don't know why they just don't keep it the same as what it is for what you call them? Not Crawford. For the animation to add armor in 2042, there's nothing wrong with it. It's the correct speed. It's the correct animation. You know, you see it going in, you see it going on. Like, why change it? McKay. Don't know why it took so long to remember that. The espresso martinis must be taking effect. Folks, don't forget to like up the stream. Helps me immensely. We're trying to push on to 12,000 subs before the release of the game. As you can see here now, we're even. We're now only down to 3 objectives. So again, this is the escalation game mode. Things, as you gain points, one flag disappears. So we're now fighting over 3 different ones. So there's my health regen going up. What I liked about the Battle Royale mode is that you can pick up upgrade packets and can upgrade sites and attachments on your basic weapons. Yeah, I can see there is like mini objectives during it where you can get, once you complete them, you get like a call-in and you can open crates. Again, I can talk about this because I'm not on Battlefield Labs. I'm only going off what I've seen on the leaks. I accidentally changed weapons here. As I attempted to revive the guy, he cancelled it. Oh no doubt it has been done for balancing reasons. They probably don't want you being able to run away from a gunfight quickly and be able to pop an armor plate, and then the player chasing you jumps around a corner and starts shooting at you, and then they have an unexpected engagement where they're expecting someone who 2 seconds earlier had 25 health, and now they've got, say, 40% health and 2 armor plates in, you know? I actually kind of like this wee feature at the end. You can still kill players after the game has technically ended. Yeah, so we lost that one. No, I agree, and it should still be sped up a bit. It's too slow. It is too slow. From what I can remember seeing from the leaks, it's both hands. You're bringing it out, it's like there in vision for a few seconds, and then you slot it down in. Okay, so let's push it on a wee bit here. Okay, so this is another game off it on the same map. We'll just go on with it since we are another 15 minutes left of this. Then we'll move on to something else again. Yes, you get a second chance from what I've heard. Again, my knowledge on the Battle Royale is only limited to what I know from leaks. Yeah, but that hunt showdown definitely isn't a run and gun type battle royale. It is typically like a very slow paced one. I wouldn't say it's as slow as what you call the other one made by the Polish developer, that extraction shooter. Aye, T-Bag got me from up there. Oh, what you call that one? I've never played it, it's PC only. I've played Warzone quite a bit, Jess. I did. Me and Corbin used to play quite a lot of Warzone. No, not figure. What do you call that damn gate? Hold on. Tarkov, that's it. That is it. Tarkov. Escape from Tarkov. It gets much slower paced. And it's obviously it's much more like fatal in terms of your engagements with players. You know, it's slow, it's sneaky. Yeah, I actually was playing with Corby. When was I was playing with Corby a month or so ago there. I hadn't played with him in a good number of years. Hold on, folks. I think this gameplay's getting a wee bit jittery here. Let me close this down and go back to it. 19. So close that down there. Give me a second. Open it up again. Open with this. And go back to it. There we go. Yeah, it must be this player that's causing all that jitteriness. Because it's not doing it now. Yeah. I might go back and show that first Firestorm gameplay again, because I remember rewatching it. I know I had jitteriness during the game when I was playing it. I don't remember it that bad. My aim was horrific here. I don't know what I was playing at. You know what was throwing me off? I kept getting this bug. You'll see it here now, right? So watch my gun. Watch how my gun goes from blurry like this to not blurry. My gun kept going from blurry to not blurry, and it was throwing me off a lot. Let me move forward. Watch. Not blurry, blurry. Not blurry, blurry. Not blurry, blurry. I was like, what is going on here? Not blurry, blurry. It kept switching from being blurry and not blurry for no reason. Probably was my beaver. Yeah, Firestorm, yeah. I'm kind of hoping to get a dedicated Firestorm squad together from the streams where it's the same 4 people really trying to get a group dynamic together. What do you think of the anti-cheat? I really hope it helps. Again, with me being a console player, I'm probably not the best person to talk to about the anti-cheat. I think it's just going to be like other Battlefield games. Yes, it'll detect some cheaters, but we are going to have a cheating problem. I just feel it. Especially if the Battle Royale is a free game mode, it will attract the cheaters. It won't detect Chronosen or anything like that, no. Well, maybe Chronosen, the devices like the Zim. See, the problem with a lot of those devices is, regardless of the setup they use for it, whether it's connected to the console or whether it's connected to a PC, the game, if you were to look at what controllers this person got connected to their console, the game thinks it's a controller. The only way to stop those devices is if Sony and Microsoft encrypt the signal required between the console and the controller. It's the only way. To stop those devices being used on consoles is they need to encrypt the signal from the controller to the console. If that signal is encrypted, if you connect a Chronosen or a Zim or any of these devices to your console and into your controller, they will not work. Because that device, the controller is encrypted. It can't recognize the controller at all. So if you can't recognize the controller, you can't use the device. It's the only way. And in actual fact, it's actually a very simple thing for them to implement as well. It's actually a simple thing for them to do. How many likes are we on the stream here now, folks? Are we in the double figures yet? 8. Can we get up to 10 within the next 5 minutes? Come on. If you're enjoying it, we've got 15 viewers. If every one of you dropped a like there, we'd certainly be past 10. So as you can see, the crane hasn't fell yet. So that's probably the range of this weapon. I love it, but the guy was 50 meters away. You're going to struggle with this weapon at this distance, at that distance. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we got the 10. Nice. Let's keep them going. Again, I keep asking if there's anything anyone else in particular wants to ask or see. I've recorded a lot of footage on terms of the menus, what's available to the assault class, the engineer class, the support class, the recon class. Otherwise, I'll just show the gameplay. I'm just seeing that there now. I never noticed that before. I never knew there was a zip line that went the whole way up there. I'm only seeing that there now. Because I thought the only way to get up there whenever players I seen up there was either jumping out of choppers. Okay, there's actually a zip line the entire way up there. Okay, fair enough. No, this isn't labs. This is from the career event that I was taking part in last week. So we're just discussing things, and anything anyone in particular wants to see, just ask, because this build that I was playing was much further along what anyone in labs has played. Again, I'm not in labs, but this was a further along build. Well, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so if there's anything anyone in particular wants to see, I keep reinforcing the fact that everything that will be at release was available to us in this build. Everything was unlocked. The weapon I am currently using here is called the LMR-27. This guy here was extremely annoying. This bean guy. Ah, dear me. I felt like every map he was using the shotgun. Don't know who he is, but every map it seemed to be shotgun. It's very good weapon, DMR, for close quarters to medium range. It's very spammable. See that there? Like, I remember thinking to myself, right, he must be using the slug or something to have killed me so quickly. The only thing I want to see labs open up before release one last time. I'm not confirming seeing my aim labs, but for people to test who are there to deserve the love. Well, you may be surprised to know that I get invited to these super secret creator events, but I am not in labs. Regular viewers are probably sick of hearing me saying it. I'm just hoping someone of importance within the EA setup is maybe watching the stream right now and they're thinking, you probably should be in labs. Maybe try and get you in labs. You know, being the kind of creator that tests things in depth, spends thousands upon thousands of hours in empty servers testing out aspects of the game. Is that not what labs is about? Well, there was the evidence right there. It still felt pretty strong to me, the shotgun. Did Battlefield 6 get rid of dropping in the Rangers? Oh, there's no Rangers. There's no Rangers. Gameplay froze. Did I make this not full screen again? I probably did. That should be it back again. I keep forgetting I can't keep the at full screen. If it goes full screen, it freezes. That should be okay now. Armor loss. So this is the end of this one. Okay. So we'll move on to something else. Let's see, what can we have a look at here? We'll go and have a look at some Firestorm stuff again here. Is anyone in the stream? No, hold on. We'll not watch that again because there probably is still some people in the stream that's seen this earlier. We won't go back to that. How long is this one? No. We'll do some Firestorm here. Give me a second. Engineer class, build, portable mortar, open with. Let's go with this. Yeah, we'll go with this one. So in this one, what was I trying to find? Ooh, I maybe shouldn't be showing this. I've got a short out next week with some of the gameplay in this one. So, unfortunately in this one there might be the odd freeze here and there. There's actually a bit in this I actually want to show you as well. So, one of the big discussions has been around the slide and how the slide now further increases spread and your accuracy penalty is much greater than what it was in the beta. Have a look at this here. So here I'm quite low in health. Can you see that down there? Yeah, you can see it a little bit. Hold on. Can't really see it too well there. Hold on. I'll minimize this. You can see it a little bit there. My health isn't terribly great here. You're going to see a player slide around the corner here. Gadget is a very good player. He was at full health. I feel that in that instance I probably should be dead, but I still managed to kill him. I suspect the reason was because he got no hits on me even though he was firing at me, and that was because he was doing that horizontal slide along the ground. It's coming up here in a few seconds. Or maybe I go to lower health again. No, I'll go to lower health first. Hold on. Okay, so I'm on low health there. Here he is. He comes, that's him there. I'm about, not quite 50% health. I would estimate maybe 45% health. He got he got maybe one bullet on me in that engagement. Doing that horizontal slide, I feel unless the player is literally like, see here, around the side here, or you're sliding around here and they're right here, you're probably not going to try and shoot and engage at them. The slide, the horizontal slide, where you're turning as you're doing the slide, the nerf, the main nerf has been to that. So what have I titled this? Portable Mortar and Missile Intercept Killing Through Hole. Okay. So again, I was trying to get footage of me using the laser designator. This guy's just pumped a hole through the roof using the sledgehammer. So this is quite a nice wee neat feature now. You can make holes in rooftops with the sledgehammer. So I was trying to work it out here. It took me a while. I do eventually work it out. I don't think it's this video where I worked it out, but it took me a while. So as my laser designator is there, it's painting different targets. So I popped down the motion center to let me know who's underneath. I was very fortunate there because they seen my teammate to my right first and they killed him. Hey, Jimmy the Swede. No, I was part of a creator event. Now someone got fed up and just blew the whole roof off. I was part of a creator event where I got to play these maps before anyone else, so I'm allowed to re-show the gameplay off that. But welcome to the stream, Jimmy. We're discussing various different things. So I redeployed there because I'm testing out different things. I want to go and change to something else now. This is the Firestorm map. So there's nothing else here. So yeah, this is what we had available to us here now. So Breakthrough, Operation Firestorm, Escalation, Operation Firestorm. So let's go pick another one to stick on here. Is anyone want to see anything in particular? Let me know in the chat. We can change it around for you. Let's bring up some more Firestorm. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep picking up the gameplay here from various different things. Okay. There we go. I think someone jumped out of this tank and eventually got me. He just get instantly ruined. Oh dear. I think this is where... Did he snipe me? Did he? Yeah, he did. He did. Broken Machine got a great shot of me there. It's in one of his videos. Let's go back. Yeah. Good shot. Which class has mortars and how do they work? You're going to see is the mortar in this one. I believe that I do switch to the mortar in this one. So hold on a second here. No, this is breaking the ceiling. So I'll bring up the mortar one, the mortar clip after this one. And we'll show it to you. It is a support class that has the mortars available to them. Well, this one isn't that long. There's only about another minute or so left on this one. So I was trying to work out how you can destroy the roof. I messed up on the first attempt. I fall through it. There we go. So you can do that on multiple different occasions. on the roof. Just break down through it. Right, let's go to the mortar. So the mortar will be in this clip here. It's about 14 minutes total. This is breakthrough, I believe. So I do have a short on this where I explain it in more detail, but I'll pause it here and explain it to you as we're doing it. So I was a bit confused at first because I'm looking at the mini map here, right? The mini map isn't giving me any indication that it's part of what helps you aim. But when you put the mortar down, it's aiming way, way, way out in front. So it doesn't appear in the minimap. You have to pull it back first. As you'll see here now. You can see the distance. Now you can see, hold on. You can now see the little crosshair on the minimap. It now shows you where the mortars are going to go, assuming the mortar doesn't hit some object in the way of its path. You will see in a few seconds here, or maybe no, you can see it here now. Can you see this white line? I wish you could probably change this, but it shows you this trajectory that the mortar will go as well. Okay? So you've got the distance here, crosshair here, and that there also helps you for some guidance as well also. I'm not really the biggest fan of this view. I think a third-person view is slightly better. If you want it to, you can change it to smoke grenades as well. You can see that down here. On Xbox, it's using Y to change. So we'll just run through it here now. So I've seen the player there. I'm trying to target him, but nothing happens. My guess is it hit off one of the pipes. You can see the white line there. It needs work, man. Jimmy, the mortar needs work. To me, it is not good at all. It needs work. With the mortar, I feel it needs to have that camera that Battlefield 1 did. So do you remember whenever you fired the mortar, it had an overhead view of the mortar going through the air and then following. It gave you a better indication of where it was landing to then adjust your aim. I don't know how I didn't get a kill here. I don't know how. In a moment or two, you're going to see me try and put down the missile intercept system. I will have a short out for it on Monday. There we go. I've just popped it down there now. So, because I knew there's quite a few players there, and I was worried about them shooting rockets, and there's a tank there as well. If that tank shot at me, the missile intercept system would intercept it and destroy the tank shell before it got to me. Folks, as this runs in the background, I am going to go make myself another espresso martini. If there's anything you want to ask me about when I come back again, feel free to ask me. No, mate, it's not just you. I had lag problems on this map, compounded by my recording software also. Hold on. I'll restart this as well, because sometimes I think that has made it slightly worse. Let's go back over here. Oh, I'm going to show you this here as well. It's about to come up. I'm going to make a short off of this as well, because I'm going to have Jack Fragg's perspective of this. So Jack got me with the sledgehammer here. Don't know if you've seen his videos, but this is Jack getting me with the sledgehammer. There he is, right in the face. Jack playing under one of his multiple different accounts. No, it's not you. It's not you. $11 likes. Thank you, folks. Keep them coming. It should be a little bit better now, hopefully. Sometimes I think it's even the media player I'm using to play this. It looks okay to me here now. Aye, Jack. Cheers, folks. Hope you're having a good weekend. Any raptor is Jack's okay. Yeah. I'm going to have a wee short out next week, showing his perspective and my perspective of it. See, I'm lagging here now. I'm sorry, Jack. I didn't revive you. No, someone was reviving him there. No, was it? Who was that? That wasn't Jack. So, you're going to see this in a short on Monday. But the 10 of you watching are going to get a wee preview of it. This is the missile intercept system. So I was trying to get the perfect opportunity to put it down where there was a tank, because I wanted to get the tank. So let me see, can I go back here? There we go. So you have to be careful when you put this down. It does not have a 360-degree arc. It will destroy what is, when you put it down, what is forward, what is left, and what is behind, not over here. So if you were in an opening of a building and the tank was on this right-hand side, and you were to put it down in this way here, it's not going to do anything. You will see the tank shoots, what, 3 shells, and this will destroy them here. So that's one. It happens very quick. I slow it down in the short to make it more visible. 2, you can see because of the second ring here. 3, the third ring. It only does 3. After the period of activation, it won't do anything, and then it appears to then self-destruct on its own. So like the grenade intercept system, it will destroy 3 grenades, then it self-destructs. Here's me using the mortar again. So I'm trying to kind of target them. Hold on. In and around this area here, because they're behind those containers. But honestly, guys, it just wasn't doing, I wasn't getting the hits I thought it would. It doesn't turn buzzer. So you have to be careful with your placement. If you were wanting to get something on that right hand side, you have to look back the way. This way here when you're placing it down. Placement is important with it. The other thing with the mortar is your mini-map spot it. It shows you a little mortar icon on the mini-map, and it also spots you in-game. So you can see through the buildings, oh, there's someone over there 50 meters away using a mortar. So, to do that, so you're safe behind it, well, you are safe behind it up until a certain point. For example, I'll go back here and show you it again, right? I've put it down. Now this thing here, they're not shooting the actual proper tank shells. It will stop the tank shells as well. I believe it's like the rocket pods or something that's shooting at me. But they may have like 6 or 7 of those available. It'll destroy the first 3. So you will see I'm behind it here. I'm safe for the first 3 shots, but the 4th then gets some damage on me. There we go. Okay, so we'll show it in full view again, quickly. Hold on. So you will see, just look for the little circles, the wee 3 round circles. Now you see, I took out 3 of them. You're safe, but because it happens so fast, pretty much, man. I feel it probably should do more than 3. Like say the grenade intercept system. It will protect you from 3 grenades. So most of the grenades people have, you only have 1. So someone will throw it, it'll intercept it, but you're not going to have 3 of those in quick succession unless multiple people are throwing them. And then the thing about this missile intercept system, it's not like it has a cooldown period, then it starts up again and then it can protect you. After 3, it seems to self-destruct, and then you have to get resupplied with another one to be able to use it again. I don't know how useful that is going to be. The grenade one, yes. The missile one, I'm not so sure. I think it needs a bit of work to it as well. Like, if you are in a corner and you're trying to heal up and there's a tank nearby, if you were able to put that down, it can intercept a few while you get your health a wee bit up, so then you can then run away. Yes, but outside of that, I'm not sure. By the way, to those watching, do you like this kind of format where I'm discussing the type of gameplay and new features? Because I'm thinking I might do this for when the game's releasing new seasons. I'm hoping to obviously have early access to the new seasons and the new maps, so I can do this type of thing live on stream rather than simply just do videos on it. Because then I can get people asking me, oh, can you show this? What do you think of this? Have you any footage of this? Because honestly, in these events, some of the time I'm literally spending half the time on my spawn testing out the gadgets, testing out the weapons. So again, this weapon, that's probably the furthest range you're probably going to want to really use it. I forgot I was running the smokes, so I actually smoked him out and probably gave him cover to get away. Yeah, I know if people enjoy it, then, you know, it's the kind of thing I'll do. There's one thing I've actually noticed recently, right, is, well, I'm just going to pause this while I say this. A lot of creators recently, there's new information coming out. So I'm busy trying to, if I'm available, if I'm home from work, I'll start making a video. Next thing I know, everyone, Ghost Gaming, Tactical Brit, they've started up a stream to talk about that new information, and they don't do a video on it. So they're already talking about it, they're already discussing it. So by the time everyone else has their videos done, people have already talked about it via like a live stream. But then what they'll do after that is then go make a video on it. But then they have the time to do it. It's been a bit laggy again, hasn't it? Oh, it's nearly over. Another minute left of this one. So again, this is the Mortar in action. So, what appears, see the way you can see this Mortar icon? For everyone else on the enemy team, see this? This appears through the buildings. You know the way you can see this icon here, someone's down, someone's down. Everyone on the enemy team that is looking in this general direction will see there's someone over there on a mortar. Just be aware of that. Okay, what else can we bring up? So what was I testing here? So we'll go back to a different map here again. So this one doesn't last that long. What was I doing here? Okay, so I wanted to turn the HUD off just to record some stuff. So if any of you have seen my recent shorts, you can see that I was using the incendiary shotgun. I wanted to record just roughly what it looked like, what the distance was. So you will see here, right? It looks like the effect, the status effect where this could burn you is now gone. That is not the case, as I just showed you. It's kind of hard to see when I pause the video, but look in this general direction. You will see the air where I shot it kind of smouldering. If that is still there, you can still go on fire. So I'll put. So the air around it is still smouldering. When the embers disappear, you can the effect still lasts for a couple of seconds afterwards. So you see that smouldering air, it's still there, it's still there, it's still there, now it's gone. So it still lasts for a few seconds afterwards, so we'll show you that again. Watch the smouldering air around this area here, once the embers go away. Still there, still there, still there, now it's gone. So the status effect actually lasts longer than what it appears, visually. Now this is the breacher device. The breacher device puts the projectile through the wall, through the door, and then does a big massive flash to blind the people on the inside. So everyone in here would have been blinded so that you then can run in with your weapon and finish them off while they can't see. This is a gadget available to the assault class. So this one's about to end. Let's go pick something else here. Okay. So we're back on the Marac Valley here. It's lagging there. I just want to make sure it's not. I'm just going to reset this here. Oh, there's my news. Okay. Okay. Yes, still lagging a wee bit. So I'm going to squad here with Logan. I remember thinking to myself, how did I survive this? The tank was right there. Did you get to try out the supply pouch? Does it replenish gadgets? Hold on. So I'll come back to this one here, folks. Let me go check the supply pouch. Hold on. So the supply pouch will be for the support class. Where's my support class stuff here? Support. Okay, we'll come back to this one here. Give me a moment. Open with this. Okay, so I've went through all of these. So I've went through the combat medic fire support. I will be doing videos on each of these. I will be talking about all of this kind of stuff here. So let me go across. I've cycled through all the weapons. Supply pouch. Okay, let's go across to the supply pouch here. The incendiary airburst launcher, you've seen me use it. Hold on. What information have we got about the supply pouch? So, the supply pouch, a single-use pouch to replenish ammo and medical supplies for the owner or your teammates. Fully restocks ammo capacity of the primary and secondary weapons and restores a portion of health. It does not seem to resupply gadgets. I would imagine that is only going to be doesn't resupply gadgets. What would resupply gadgets then? No, it only seems to do ammo. Hopefully that answers your question. Some gadgets, from my understanding, will resupply on their own, but I don't remember any of these resupplying on their own. Some of the footage I'll watch coming up, because I use this. This is what I use a lot when I'm playing. But where's the big crate? Hold on, let's go back here. So you've got here, I've got that one selected. Yeah, the big crate must be the only one that can do that, but not the pouch. So only the crate can resupply your gadgets, not the pouch. There you go. Again, this is the kind of thing I've recorded all of this stuff. So if anyone is asking one to know anything about some of the stuff, just ask me and I can show you it. Hey, Blue Tack, I'm not playing early. I was in a creator event where we had everything unlocked to us and we were able to play with everything unlocked. For example, if I go back here, there we have. I have all the weapons unlocked. I could put on whatever attachments I wanted to. I have all the things available. There's the combat medic stuff. There's the fire support. Squad unlocks. Again, I've asked people repetitively throughout the stream if they want to know anything. Just ask me. I pretty much played the game in a state which is probably going to be very similar to release. Just ask me. If I can help you, I will let you know. Yes, so when you go, there it is. So in the support class, there it is. It's your signature gadget, the supply. Obviously, the LMGs are designed to be used with the support class. It's its signature weapon also. But no, I'm not playing early. I've recorded a lot of footage. I'm going to do, I haven't done them now because I don't think people are going to be interested in it right now. But in the week and the build up to release, I'm going to be doing videos on each of the classes and going through exactly what you're going to have available to you. Next week, I'm going to have a video out on all the throwables. Each class has a frag grenade available to them, but then there's 2 grenades that are only available to that class. For the support class, it's a smoke grenade and then incendiary grenade. For other classes it's different. I'm going to be going through each one of them, showing you how that looks, as well as what each one does. But in the week beforehand, I'm going to go through each class and show you exactly what each of them has available, what their loadouts are. Here is the combat medic, it's the fire support for the support class. But people in the stream right now, I'm willing to show you this stuff now. If there's anything you want to know, just ask me. So we're going to go back to what we were watching there, which was this video here. I open with films. Nope, it wasn't that one. Was it? Oh no, I know what one it was. It was this one. Yes, so I was only under NDA for this footage until last week. I'm able to show it all now. So let's go. We'll pick this point. So as you can see here, I had everything unlocked. I didn't have to unlock this stuff. It was all readily available to me. Hey, Battlefront Star Wars Menace, welcome. Don't forget, if you're finding this stuff useful and you're asking questions I'm answering, please like up the stream. It helps me out immensely. Just as Buzza has highlighted there. There's Kieran doing his wee slide there. Yeah, the one thing, you see people in the chat there talking about the footsteps. There is a noticeable difference in footsteps in this game compared to 2042. They are much better. This game mode is Escalation. You start with about 7 objectives. The more objectives you hold, the more your points go up, to then you get given a point. There's 2 in all here. When you're given a point, one of the flags disappears. So on a map that has 7 objectives, you must hold at least 4 for your score tick rate to increase. This is the Marac Valley map. This was an event where I played with pretty much all the known Battlefield creators, Westday, Tactical Brett, Jack Frags. All those guys played in this. The likes of Level Cap wasn't in this one because he's obviously based in the US. They ran Oceanic event for all those people over in Japan and Australia and New Zealand. They ran a European event for the European type creators, and they ran a US event, North America event for all those creators based over there. You see the ladder in action here? I don't know why, I still died, but I had a feeling someone was watching the ladder, so that's why I instead went up this. Still didn't work out. The Catwoman got me. Like, as you can see here, look at the amount of vehicles you can get on this map. It's a bit too much. Look at this. It's a bit too much. It's a bit insane, to be honest with you. This is Escalation, by the way. I've been having a lot of fun with it. A lot of fun. But the one thing I will say, and I know Ghost Gaming highlighted it and talked about it yesterday. Part of the reason why it appears so good is simply because Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 2042 was so bad. But in its own right, it definitely is a very solid game. I've been having a lot of fun with it. So the weapon, the gadget you have been seeing me use there now is the incendiary airburst launcher. So we'll go back here a little bit. So you cannot change this distance. It's locked to 25 meters. What it does is it launches a projectile that explodes in the air after 25 meters. And it kind of forms this kind of mist of fire. Okay? You can get kills with it. Again, I'll ask the stream again, is there anything in particular you want me to show you or go through? I'm happy to show you what you would like. Since I was talking about the breacher there, we'll move on and actually show you a bit more footage on it. I have got a short on nearly all of these gadgets, folks. I'll link it before I go if anyone's wanted to check these out. This here video, this entire one lasts about 20 minutes or so. This one will probably be my last one of the evening. Because this will take me up to, yes, this will take me over the 3 hours. Okay? If there is anything anyone asks me between now and then about any of the gadgets, I will go and show you those. So if you want something showing, just let me know in the chat. Otherwise, we're just going to play through these. The only other thing I do not like, and you'll see it here in a minute, I think, people on this damn tower can still shoot into the spawn, and you will see people die here right at the start from people sniping, because this is breakthrough. I think I maybe die here, I'm not too sure. Oh, hold on. We're going to reset this. Give me a minute. I see it lagging. I think some of the times it's simply my PC. Let's bring this up again. Move it forward a little bit. There we go. No, it mustn't have been this game. Must have been another game. Because I can remember we were all running out and there must have been about 3 or 4 of us all got sniped from snipers and breakthrough. Thank you for the 15 likes, folks. So what I'm trying to do here is try and go in a bit of a flank and get a spawn beacon down. So for those of you who aren't aware, the spawn beacon is now with the assault class. The spawn beacon, hold on, we'll show you here. We're going to give it a wee pause here. Let's go back a wee bit. So the spawn beacon is now with the assault class. Your squad mates can spawn in this, no problem, but if you spawn on your own spawn beacon, it instantly destroys. Doesn't matter if you only get one spawn on it. So be sure to replace it every time you spawn on it, otherwise it's gone for the rest of your squad. They can spawn on it, and it has a, I think it's, is it 3 times it can be spawned on, maybe with your teammates, but only once with you. So just be aware of that. I remember thinking at that time, oh man, that animation with the damn sledgehammer took so long to break through the damn wire fence. That's why I died there. I wish I had my knife. Be aware, I don't know if it was intended to be this way, but I thought the sledgehammer was going to be the melee weapon for the assault class only. It's available to all of the classes. So you could choose between the sledgehammer, a regular knife, and I can't remember what the other thing was. If you equip the sledgehammer, you do not get the knife, so you know that fast sprinting speed you can do when you have the knife out. You can't do that if you have equipped the sledgehammer. Be aware of that. I would imagine it seems to be pretty heavy. You cannot, obviously everyone has its drawbacks. Will I run with the sledgehammer personally? No. I will probably run with the knife. I'm good with those sledgehammer action, folks. I used to run boot camp classes where I got the big tractor tires. You know these big tractor tires that you flip and whatnot. So what I also got them to do was using the big sledgehammer, get them to do the over the head and slam down on the sledgehammer, sledge down on the tractor tire. I had a few near misses with some people because with that type of action, you kind of have to have your feet split, because if you miss the tire and you've not got a split stance, you're going to basically shatter your shin. So I always had to make sure split stance, sledgehammer, this type of grip, over the head, slam down on the tire, let it bounce up, and then you grab it again and then go again. So you could say I am a bit of a sledgehammer expert. No broken shins in my class. You know what? I've just thought of an idea for a good short. Oh man. Oh yes. This is going to be a good short. This is going to be a good short. Hold on. I need to note down these ideas. This is going to be a good short. No, geez, you would have been doing it in a pretty bad technique. If you hit the groin area. What was I doing here? I know what I was doing here. I was doing a big massive flank and none of my squad mates were spawning on me, so I was going to switch squads, hoping someone spawned on me. Oh, there's Get Good Guy. I didn't see Get Good Guy much in this event. I don't know why. I don't know why. You know what? I can actually remember. Was he lying around here? Hold on. Was that him? It was. He must have been having issues, I feel. Get Good Guy, because there he is hiding in some random spot. He's probably in the menu trying to sort out his settings or something, and then it comes along me, trying to do a big flank and then takes him out. I'm sorry. Here, I don't know, Buzzer. Like I got the ropes and all out, you know, for my boot camp class. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is a kind of form of S&M. I'm not too sure. I got the big battle ropes out, and people were swinging these things around. They had chains to pull things. Oh, hold on. There's the wife calling me. Am I being too loud? Hold on. Hello? Ah, yeah. Yes. Well, you should have said earlier that you couldn't hear me because I've been quiet, so I thought I could be a bit louder then. Right, well, I'm finished up in about 10 minutes anyway. Right, bye-bye. Buzzer, you're getting me in the bad books here. She's like, what are you talking about on your stream chat? All I hear is chains and ropes. What are you talking about? Hold on. What are we on here? We're on 7 minutes. See, it feels like it's the. Hold on, let's open it again. And go to the 7-minute mark. There we go. I think it's actually this stupid media player is part of the reason why it keeps glitching out. Yeah, all she can hear is talking about chains and ropes and... So this is the breakthrough game mode, folks. On Operation Firestorm. I was trying my best to be the one person that did the flanks. And of course, it didn't work out too well. Like, I have my spawn beacon there, I'm trying to flank. But yeah. So always remember, every time you spawn on it, replace it. It's key. Hey, Penny, welcome. We're showing off some gameplay footage from Battlefield 6, from the creator event I was part of. So enemy suppression. So you can see there, I was using the breacher device there, okay? So again, for those that are only just joining, the breacher device puts a projectile through the wall and provides a blinding effect on the other side. I shot it against that wall. There's obviously someone close enough to the other side of the wall and they were blinded by it. If I was a bit closer or my teammates were a bit closer, they could be then running in there and taking those players out because they're blinded. We'll show you it again here now. Oh no, hold on, I need to go back a bit further. Let's go here. So I'll pull it out here in a minute or two, or a second or two. Okay, I pull it out, I shoot it against the wall. And there, enemy suppression. So it blinded one player, because you got a score of 5. If it was multiple players, that would have brought up 10, 15, 20. Of course, there's someone in their own spawn, sniping. And there we were defeated. Okay, so there's about another 6 minutes left of this footage. After that, we're going to end it, unless anyone else has any questions or want to see any other kind of footage that I have recorded. Let me know. Anything to do with any of the other class gadgets, what those class gadgets are or available to them, I can show you here now, if you wish. Oof. A gas explosion right there. It will be fun, our Penny. I've had a lot of fun with both the betas and the creator events that I've been invited to. What happened? Oh yes, we all got kicked from the server. We all got kicked at that point. Let's move it forward a bit. Is this the bit where we all got sniped? I'm not too sure. Maybe. Yeah, it was. It was. Loads of us just got sniped. So I don't think I recorded this entire game. So I know what I was doing at this point. I was trying to see if the breacher device, you know the device that goes through walls? Oh, hold on, I'm going to show you this here now. So I was trying to record if the breacher device had any effect if you actually shot it at a player. Would it instantly kill them? What does it do? So that was what I was trying to record here. But we're going to go back here a wee minute and show you. Earlier on, I was discussing, it shows you on in-game, not just on the mini-map, when you're using the portable mortar. Can you see up here on top of the tower? Can you see the icon? That's how you appear. People then know you're on that. So is this gameplay with the nerf movement? Yes, so we were discussing that a little bit earlier. From the type of movement I do in game, where did I notice it? I am very commonly the type of player that will jump into a slide forward, and then jump out of the slide. The jump into the slide, the forward movement off the slide felt exactly the same. It was then the jump out of the slide. So you're jumping into the slide, sliding, jumping out of it. It was that jump out of the slide where I felt your inertia, your velocity was slower compared to before. Only a little bit, not by much, but I noticed it. Where the main nerf to the slide is if you're running, imagine this is a complete wall along here on screen, okay? You're jumping, so see where this is here, this post? Imagine there's a player the other side of this around here somewhere. You're jumping, you're turning, and then you're trying to do a horizontal slide. See that horizontal movement? That is where there's probably a big nerf to. It doesn't matter whether you're jumping into it to increase your velocity, it's that horizontal movement. And not just that, we showed earlier on in the stream a very, very good player that is usually very, very accurate. The engagement was maybe 15, 20 meters. Well, so say no more, not 20 meters a bit far, say 15 meters. I was probably about 30 health, maybe 35. He jumped and did a horizontal slide around the side, and I still managed to kill him. He was full health. And part of the reason for that was because during the slide, it's not just the velocity of the slide has changed. Your spread, the weapon sway has increased greatly. Before he 100% kills me, this time around, even though I was really low in health, I killed him. Unless you're sliding around a corner and the player is literally within 5 meters off you and you're doing a horizontal slide, you probably want, when I say you probably want, like, you can't really do much about it. If the player's 15 meters, you're probably going to try and still engage him, but it is going to be so much more difficult. Even though your crosshair is on target, your bullets are not going towards that player. They're going, because the spread is greatly increased, because the weapon sway is greatly increased, it is much more difficult. Sliding straight ahead, looking ahead, there's not much change. So back to this again. I'm trying to get the breacher device, shoot it on a player to see what kind of damage it does. But yes, this gameplay is with the nerf movement. The build here that I played will be very similar to what we get at release. So here there's a player up here. I'm going to shoot the breacher device into him. I missed with the first one, I think. I do. I get that one into him. So I get 10 damage. That's all I got in this instance. The most I've seen is about 22 damage from the breacher device alone. Unfortunately, I didn't get the kill, didn't get to get the damage done by the explosion. The explosion off the breacher device, if you hit a player, does cause additional damage. Plus, the screen goes completely white for them. So after that, I stop the recording because I want that part. And that's going to be the end there. Alright folks, so that's just going to me end the stream there. I have shown you Battlefield 6 gameplay gadgets for 3 hours 15 minutes here now. That's going to be the end of the stream. What you can expect from me over the build up to Battlefield 6 is I'm going to be going over each class. I'm going to show you all the weapons available to them, all the gadgets and the grenades. There'll be a specific grenade video out next week where I'll be going through each individual grenade type for each class because they're locked to the classes. For example, the assault class has the stun grenade and the flash grenade. Those grenades are not available to any other of the classes. The support class has the likes of the incendiary grenade and the smoke grenade. Those grenades are not available to any other class, and I'm going to show you their duration of effect, what they look like as well. Am I PC or console? So for this event, I was playing on PC with a controller. All these events tend to be on PC, but most of the time, I am on console and using my controller. And that was, I don't know, we'll see. Because I was playing this event, and I did find it a little bit easier for some reason. Whether that was the increased frames, so I was playing this event on 1440p with 120 frames steady, and it was very nice. I'm not going to lie. So let me have a look here. Is there anyone else on? I keep forgetting to do this. If we can go raid someone. So redirect. Is there anyone else online? There's J-Rob. J-Rob seems to be on. So we'll click on him and we'll redirect you to J-Rob. So J-Rob's an American streamer, Battlefield streamer. So once the stream ends, go over, say hello, say SMK sent you over. I'll be back again next week with more Battlefield streams. But just keep an eye out for all the content coming out in terms of all of the shorts and the videos over the next few weeks, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Take care, and I'll catch you again throughout the week. Bye bye for now, folks.